guys see yourself doing in 10 years? And that's kind of like a, you know, common question to ask anybody in any band. But do you see yourself, you know, hopefully, obviously, maybe still being a drummer of the bands you're in?
How about this?
Okay.
10 years ago, when you put out the self-titled record,
yes,
did you think what you thought then about what you'd be doing in 10 years? Did you think it would be the 10-year anniversary tour of that record?
Never. I thought I would be working in like a restaurant and somebody would give me the CD and be like, I remember, oh yeah, you're that guy. And I'd be like, yeah, it was me. No, it's insane for us to know that we have music that is still relevant.
Yeah.
And, you know, on this tour, we're actually playing that record all the way through, and it's awesome to see the crowds, the way they react. And so many kids, they will tell us, I grew up on this record, or they'll tell us, I got into you 2 years ago, and this was still, you know, an awesome show. So it is really, really cool for us to kind of see that, and just the full circle thing. I love it because I love seeing bands like Fireworks. This is now the second time that we toured together. Hello Goodbye, we play shows with. Like I said, Saves the Day, we played shows with. You weren't in the band at the time, but now
I was at the show. I bought a ticket to it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so it's just cool to see all that come full circle and to know that we're all still out here doing this, and it doesn't look like this is the last tour for any of us.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool thing. And
totally.
yeah,
in 10 years, if I'm just still playing drums and, you know, around people that I enjoy being around, then I'm stoked on that.
Good deal. Yeah. And I could say the same exact thing to me. One question I want to ask is, as far as like Vater and Vater Artists, are there Vater Artists or drummers that you were kind of into that either helped shape who you are or maybe helped steer you towards this company?
Yeah, totally. This band, Newfound Glory, I
never heard of them.
And well, no, like you've been with Vater for a long time.
Yeah, 10 years now actually.
And yeah, it's awesome.
Crazy.
So
10th
like
anniversary. Oh, both, not just Newfound, but also Vater.
Yeah. So you know, when I was like, I started playing Vater because you were playing Vater, straight up.
I appreciate that.
And like, you know, and I've been blessed enough to, you know, be a part of the family now. And I don't know, maybe I'll get a 10-year anniversary stick. Who knows?
Well, I can tell you this. I don't know if it's happened yet, but I can tell you that if you continue to play, there's going to be other drummers that probably do the same thing and go to Vater because of you. And it's crazy. Like you said, it's the same thing happened with me.
Yeah.
You know, I have people like, let's go out there, the first drumstick I ever caught, Joe Soroy's from Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And it's nuts, you know, it's not like I like took all my drumming from him, but just I saw this stick and I'm like, oh, Vater. And then I went to the store and I'm like, oh man, it's the same kind of stick.
Yeah.
You know, awesome. And then I looked into the catalog and the roster and I was like, oh, all these, I listened to a lot of these guys. I didn't know right away that they're Vater artists, and now I understand.
Yeah. Okay, just remember this. Check this out. Nate has a Vater Fatback 3A drumstick on his wall at his parents' house right now. Nate from Cobra Starship does. And it's got the tape on it. And I was like, dude, what is that? And he's like, dude, I got this. This was Brian from Saves the Day's last show with the band. Threw the stick out and I caught it and it's on his wall.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I totally just remembered that. And it was the 3A and I was like, that's sweet. Cyrus plays the 3A.
Yes, and I did. I did for a long time.
Yeah, man.
And I definitely get kids, you know, coming up to me and asking me those same questions. What do you play? Why? All that stuff. And, you know, all of us just talked about how this wasn't necessarily the first stick that we used. We all went through a whole bunch of different models.
Right.
And you can tell kids that. And, you know, everybody's going to have their own kind of development or going up in drumming. But, yeah, definitely, at least for me, you know, seeing just the quality of these sticks and just the way the company's been with me, and also, like, the innovation, you know, like the Nude series coming out, it blew my mind.
Totally.
And it definitely helped me out with being able to drum or feeling like I can drum better at least. And so, Tymm, do you have any like stories, you know, like that about how you got into using these sticks? Or
the way I got into Vader is kind of weird. I actually worked at Guitar Center, so I actually thoroughly did all my research to figure out which is the best stick, and I came down to Vater for me. And that sounds weird, but I read all the stories of how the companies got started, why they got started, the people that played for them, just everything. And I was like, you know what? That's the company I want to try. And so I started using those 2Bs, and was super happy with them. I mean, they lasted longer. They didn't shred like other sticks did, didn't crack in half like, you know, not to naysay, but other companies had. And yeah, I just been really happy. Like you're saying with artists though, you mentioned Brooks Wackerman earlier.
Yeah.
He was an artist that like also influenced me in my drumming. I remember seeing them for the first time with him, and I was like,
Them being Bad Religion.
Yeah, Bad Religion, sorry. How you said about Spencer kind of reinventing old Saves the Day songs. I was watching him like, wow, what he has done to Bad Religion songs in the 80s. He has just, you know, changed the face of what they sound like and just everything about it. It's great. And yeah, I've modeled myself off his kind of drumming for a long time.
All right, so thanks for hanging out with us, with me, Cyrus, Spencer, Tymm, Aaron in spirit downstairs working. Actually, all of us kind of have to go do that right now.
Yeah.
So we're all going to do our respective things. Tymm, you got to warm up to go play.
Yep.
Spencer, you probably got to start your 3-hour warm up.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to sit and sulk in the background that I can't really do this stuff, but it's all good. I'll take the stage later, and you guys will be hanging out watching, and we'll all have a good time.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, I definitely just want to say thank you to Vater for all the support. Obviously, you can kind of see through
Very
the
much.
generations and you know, through the different bands and everything that, you know, this stuff works, and there's a reason why we're all using these sticks.
Absolutely.
And there's a reason why we're all friends and all here, and hopefully in 10 years, all still here using Vater as well. So thanks for taking some time with us. Enjoy. See you guys later. Have a good night.
Presidential threats when the phone will ring. We pray for the worst things, making presidential threats when the phone